Hold on one second. I'm trying to pull up the PowerPoint again. Kind of disappeared on me here. All right, so yeah, let's get started here. Let me pull up the PowerPoint, share it with you guys. All right, so welcome to the SGA Senate Refresher Treasurers Workshop. I'm Tyler Thomas. I'm your SGA Treasurer this year. Nice to meet you all. So today we'll be going over introduction, an overview of what we will be going over, and the content of the presentation. Then we'll go over some nitty-gritty policy guidelines and expectations for the treasurer role that you guys are assuming in your clubs and organizations. And then we'll have an open question and answer session at the end. And of course, if you guys do have any urgent questions, please feel free to drop it in the chat box. I also do have that link up there. So if you guys have any questions, you can also use that link and it'll appear on my screen too, okay? So let's get started here. So everybody, I'm Tyler Thomas. I am your SGA Executive Treasurer. I am a junior here at High Point University, majoring in marketing and minoring in social media marketing. I'm currently originally from Cleveland, Ohio, the 216. I'm an RA in Point Place, and on campus, I'm involved in Alpha Kappa Psi Business Fraternity, the National Retail Federation Student Association, and Black Cultural Awareness. And so here's an introduction of our current SGA Executive Council. We do want to let you guys know that we do have office hours for any clubs and organizations that may have questions throughout the week. So please feel free to drop by our office from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 3 to 5 p.m. on Friday. We will be on the third floor of the New Convenience School of Communications. So if you guys have any questions or would like to see us and have a chat, come by and visit us on the third floor of COM. And so here's just a quick overview of our accounts. I'm not going to read off names, but you guys can see them. And you guys probably have met them earlier through some of the in-person sessions of the Senate Refresher. And so here's a quick overview of some of our fall dates this semester. So we had the first SGA meeting on September 3rd at 7 p.m., and this will all be via WebEx this year until we receive further guidance from the CDC and other health departments as to what we can do, cannot do. And so here's the overview of what we'll be going over today. So in the treasury session, we'll be going over the budget resubmissions, COVID-19 guidelines, requisition forms, deposit forms, after action reports, financial basing, and some of the resources that are available to you guys as treasurers on our SGA website. And so here's the nitty gritty of being the money people, as I like to call us. So due to COVID-19, in light of that, we as the Executive Council of SGA, we're allowing clubs and organizations to resubmit their budgets. And so who's eligible to resubmit a budget? Any club or organization that did receive a budget allocation for this semester is able to resubmit their budget to reflect any changes that you guys might have to do due to COVID-19 guidelines and regulations. And so where do you find the important resources and the submission links? So if you go to our SGA page on HP Connect, you can find all the information there you need. And so just so you know, the budget resubmissions will be due August 26th at 6 p.m. So that is Wednesday this week at 6 p.m. If you guys do have any difficulties making that deadline, please let me know. We will be more than willing to help accommodate for that if need be, okay? And so just to give you a little guidance on what you guys will be doing in the budget resubmissions. So right there on the left-hand side of the screen, you have your club organization name, which will help us figure out who you are and what you are. And then right there on that left column, we ask you guys to please note all the previous events and descriptions of those events as we would have approved in your budget submission this past semester. So let's just say we approved you for an ice cream fundraiser of $500. Now you can't do that because that involves serving ice cream personally yourself to people. And so now you guys want to do a COVID-19 relief for people of low income in the High Point area. So you reallocate that money to that event. We will just look over that to see what's acceptable, what's not acceptable due to COVID-19. And so the main thing to keep in mind here with this budget resubmission is that your club will not gain nor lose any additional money throughout this process. This is essentially just reorganizing your funds to reflect changes due to COVID-19, if that makes sense to you guys. Are there any questions right now about that real quick?
I just have one quick question. If your club, let's say you're one of the smaller clubs and your current budget doesn't really doesn't really need to be changed, do you still need to resubmit it?
No, it does not need to be resubmitted if you guys are not doing any changes. This is essentially only if you are doing any change. We'd like to know what changes you are doing. So just let us know about that. If you don't need to do any changes, then it's not necessary then.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Can you just explain who is eligible for a resubmission again? I'm sorry.
So yeah, if your club received a go-ahead confirmation from SGA last semester that your budget was approved for this semester, then you guys are eligible for resubmission. But if you did not submit one or did not get approved for one, then we would not be able to grant you one this semester.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Each of the events, like the previous events that we had, if we have like for example on the screen, the ice cream fundraiser for 500, do we have to allocate specifically 500 to a new event of our choosing, or can we just choose to reallocate the total amount to like different events?
Yeah, great question. No, you would not have to allocate line item to line item the specific same amount. You could have done $1,500 for ice cream fundraiser and then $10,000 for a trip, or you can now do 11,500 for COVID-19 relief. It doesn't have to be line item to line item. Only thing that really matters is the bottom line total, so you guys don't gain or lose any additional money.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, I did get a question on the link, so let me pull that up real quick. Where can we find this template again? That template will be on our HPU Connect website. I can go in and share my screen with you guys later on and show you where that will be in there. It will be in our resources and documents tab. I can show you specifically later on where it's going to be at on HPU Connect. Okay. Any other questions? Nope. Okay, so let's move on real quick. So COVID-19 guidelines. Some of you guys did receive guidance on this afternoon, but I will stress this again and explain some of these guidelines to the treasurers who did not attend that session earlier, okay? Are we able to have in-person meetings? Yes, you are able to have in-person meetings up to 10 people in a space. It doesn't matter how many within social distancing maximum and minimums that we have throughout the university. So you can have a classroom like Phillips 120. Seats maybe 120 people normally, cut down, may seat 50. You still have to follow that 10 people per room guideline right now for clubs and organizations. So basically, essentially, you could have your EC of 10 people meet in a conference room and that would be acceptable. But beyond that, we cannot have you guys meet more than 10 people in a room inside. And outside is also 25 capped, so please keep that in mind too. What are the requirements for us to have meetings? Please reserve your rooms with campus concierge and make sure everything is good with them and that you have the space reserved for you, essentially. And also, I don't know if this is still a guideline or not, but it was initially that you did have to provide hand sanitizer and gloves for that. But I will let you guys know later on. You guys will see further guidance on that too. Where do you find specific guidance on COVID-19 regulations for clubs and organizations? You can find that on HP Connect and the SGA main page on the news tab. I can also show you guys where that is too, but we did release a news release on HP Connect for clubs and organizations about how the new COVID-19 guidelines and regulations do apply to you. And then is travel allowed and what do we do if we plan travel? Right now, travel is currently banned from the university, so any off-campus trips are not going through right now for this semester. And if you did plan travel in your budget, you can reorganize that money to go something else. Or if you had a prior bill that was passed in spring, please contact me and we can figure out further than that what we will do with that money that we did allocate for a trip for you guys, okay? So if it was in your budget, please feel free to reallocate that in the budget resubmissions, but if you guys did receive funding in a bill for a trip, please let me know, then we can go over some more specifics of that, okay? Any questions? Nope, okay. So requisition forms, some of you guys may be familiar with this, some of you guys may not be familiar with this, but this is essentially the form that you fill out for the university to pay a vendor or reimburse you for something you may need for your club that was given to you or you have in your club account. And so this reads pretty straightforward. Just make sure you put in the right information here. So your account number, if you guys are unsure of your account number, please email me and let me know, and I can provide you with that. I do have access to see how much you guys have in your accounts and what your account number is. So if you guys need any guidance on that, please let me know. Essentially what you guys would be doing is just filling out what type of transaction this is coming from. Was it approved from an SGA budget, or was it a bill? Or was it from another fundraising event that you guys have, from dues, fundraising, or et cetera? And then you can always do, for the requisition type, a reimbursement, an invoice, or an advance on a payment. And then you guys will fill out the address of where the check will be mailed to, or it will be picked up by a student here on campus. And then right there down at the bottom, you will see, please provide a detailed description of your request. So please make sure you put in the things that you order. So you order 500 gloves for your club. So just type in there 500 gloves for our club, and that can be it. But make sure you do denote everything that you guys did purchase, and that so we have a clear explanation of what's on that receipt and what to expect. And make sure that your grand total does add up, okay? And then right there at the bottom, you will have your advisor sign and print that, and then you will sign and print too. So you can either submit this via email to Joshua Rich, and I'll type his email in the chat for you guys so you have it and write it down. Or you could go to the third floor slant and drop it off for Josh Rich, okay? He is the Director of Student Conduct. He's also our SGA advisor this year. Any questions on the requisition form? Nope, okay. And also here we have the deposit form. So if you guys do have any fundraising events or anything, we do have a separate form for that. But if you guys are collecting checks or anything for your club, like you're getting money for dues or anything like that, you can use this form to submit your deposit to the business office. So you just write down all the check numbers and the dates and the name and the amount that you guys are depositing, so the business office can track who deposited what and where and all that kind of good stuff. And so here's another important thing. So for any club that was granted money from a bill or a budget, you will be required to fill out an after action report. So what is an after action report? An after action report is a report that you fill out letting me know how much you guys spent from SGA funds and how much you guys did not spend from SGA funds. What do these do? These are due no later than 2 weeks after you spent the money that we allocated for you. So let's just say, I don't know why I keep doing this, but I'm going to use this example again. You guys have an ice cream fundraiser and you guys were expecting to have the event on August 12th. Well, you have 2 weeks from that day that you spent the money to turn in that form to let me know how much you spent. So how do you fill out a form? You can find that on our SGA resources page, which I'll show you guys later on. And you have two different links, one for after action report from a bill and one for after action report from a budget. There's two different forms that you guys will use depending on where the money is coming from. And so what if you guys don't use the money? Please let us know still. If you guys didn't use any money by the end of the semester, please fill out an after action report so I can then process that return, because any money that you guys do not use from your club that was given to you by SGA will be returned at the end of the semester. So you guys had, let's just say, a fundraiser that you were given $100 for, and you guys never had that fundraiser. At the end of the semester, I will be going through and looking through all the SGA allocations and then going through each club account to see how much you guys did spend if you guys did not use the after action report, and then be going through and collecting that money back for SGA. And if you guys did do after action report, it will make it a lot easier for me. And so if you don't fill out a after action report, you will be on financial bad standing. I think, yep, that's my next slide. So here. So what is financial bad standing? Let me know if I'm flying through this too. I will surely slow down. But financial bad standing is basically when your club does not submit an after action report or has a negative account balance. And so what it means to be on financial bad standing is that you guys cannot vote on bills. You guys cannot submit bills or budgets until you guys rectify your financial bad standing. So if you guys forgot to complete after action report, you guys will get off a financial bad standing right away once you submit that. But if you guys do have a negative account balance, you can do that through fundraising, or you guys can personally deposit money into your club accounts to fix the negative on your account. Or even we can have further conversations as SGAEC about what to do with your account if it is in the negative, depending on case to case. And then is your club on financial bad standing? If you guys are unsure about that, please let me know so I can help you guys out. I can go through and see where you guys might be on financial bad standing or not if you don't know. But please let me know if you have any questions on if you are on financial bad standing or not. So here are some of the resources available to you here. Let me open up this link. This is a link to our SGA website with all of our resources. Let me. So yeah, if you go to the main SGA website on, my computer's freezing on me for some reason, I'm sorry. On the High Point website, you have access to all these resources here for you. So ones I'm going to really go over with you guys today is just the one that's under budgets and finance. So right here you have the after action report for bills, after action for budgets. Let me open it up so you guys can see a little bit more in detail. So here's further guidance on after action reports. You guys just simply fill out your organization name, SGA rep, bill number, and then any expenses that you have. So housing expenses you guys will not have this semester due to travel and transportation the same. Everything else will go under miscellaneous, and then you just scan in all your receipts you had and then upload that here. If you have any additional receipts, just drop them here too. And then provide us with how much you guys did spend before student contributions and then any additional comments you may have. And the after action report for budgets is basically the same thing too. And so here's a requisition form PDF for you guys if you do need it. Request form. So if you are giving a gift to anybody, you do need to fill out this form. And deposit form from fundraisers and sales, okay? And then also here, we are going to go to our HP Connect page. So I can show you guys the resources here. And this is where the budget resubmission form and the template will be for you guys to submit on Wednesday. So, yeah, so I can show you guys here. I'm just going to type in right here at the top on the search bar, Student Government Association right here. Pops up right there. So you see, we have all of our Senate meeting dates published and everything, and also the date for our fall budget defenses for allocations for spring this upcoming year. And so right here, you see right here under forms, we have an active form for budget repurposing. So you just click right there, click new submission, and then you type in all your club's pertinent information here and then upload that Excel sheet, okay? And I scroll down here too, we have the news about SG updates regarding student organizations for COVID-19. And then also right here, under resources, under documents, I'm sorry, we have SG budget repurposing form. Just download that, and then you can start plugging in what you guys will use for your budget for this upcoming semester. You guys were already approved for the budget repurposing, okay? So now we'll go into open Q&A session. So you guys have any questions for me in general or anything specific about what I presented today? If you want, you guys can unmute yourself too. Katie, do you have a question?
We're going to run an op-ed piece on Sean Gregory. Get attention and I'll get my story. Once it becomes one, I owe you.
How about you buy me dinner?
I'll give the stories.
Okay, so I'll buy you dinner.
Okay.
Okay, Fran, I did see that you asked a question. Can clubs still submit budgets for the spring? Yes, you guys still can submit budgets for the spring, but that will not open up till later on. in October or early November. So you guys will receive further guidance on that, but for the fall, we're just going to do resubmissions for budgets if you were approved for one. I'm sorry, let me remute whoever's unmuted right now. All right, anybody else have any other questions here? If a specific budget line is most likely not going to be used, how early would you like to submit the after action report? It'll be easier for us just to have you guys submit it at the end of the semester, okay? So if you guys don't use any part of your budget, please submit that by the end at the end of the semester, so we don't have to have multiple after action reports come back to us at once. Okay. Any other questions? Nope. Okay. So if you guys do have any other questions, I will put my contact information here for you. So I'm here for you guys. If you guys need anything, please let me know. Contact me, come visit office hours. I'm doing office hours on Monday from 4 to 6. So if you guys do have any questions, please come see me, email me, and let me know. Here's my personal contact information. You have my SGA email right there, sgatreasurer@highpoint.edu, and then my personal phone number. So if you guys do need to call me, my phone number is there for you. I'm here for you guys. If you guys need any guidance on how to fundraise for your clubs, or if you guys have any questions about how to account for money coming in and out of your club, I can surely definitely help with that. I know a little bit of accounting, so I can help you guys out with that. So if you guys don't have any other questions, I'll be on for a few more minutes, but you guys are free to go. Thank you so much for attending today.